And we got a good match for you. Andrew 2 and Dave Zecena.
Yeah, both these guys, anybody from this area, are very, very familiar with. Uh, Andrew can play well. Dave is a huge favorite in this match, though.
Yes, both of them struggled a little bit with the speed on the lag.
Yeah,
Um,
which I'm glad. Most likely, I will not be on this table, uh, so none of y'all can make fun of my leg. I do not play on 9-foot tables, and if I do, I don't play well. So, yeah, then I'm not playing.
all right, so used to having a camera from the foot end of the table. Today we have it at the head end of the table, so not the best angle to watch the break from because you're mainly just looking at the player's back.
Yeah, I do like this angle though.
So do I.
Yeah. All right, you're gonna notice later in the tournament with different players, they're gonna hit that break a little bit softer, and they're trying to pocket the two balls that are right behind the one ball in their respective side pockets. You hit it too hard, and they go past the side pocket, just like they did right there. So Andrew with to be able to start out here. He does have angle that he can just make the one and come straight back up table. Ooh. He put left on that ball and spun it back. If he hits that ball just center, even with a little bit of right, he comes straight back up table for the two. This just could be early morning jitters for Andrew. All right, Dave. Dave coming to the table. The only real problem for him is going to be that 5-7 combo. But he is a good enough player that if he wants, he can get the angle on the 3 to run into the 5 because the 4 is going to be right there. Doesn't look like he might have the angle to hit the top of it. But even if he doesn't hit it, he'll be able to make the 5-7 combo. He wants to come out, put the cue ball right pretty much in the middle of the table to give himself the angle to cut the 5. He doesn't want to be straight on like he is right now. The angle that he's going to want to get in is actually going to be pretty much in between the 6-8. He doesn't want to be that far up table, but in a line with it. All right, just going to try and bump it out. I don't like trying to ever bump that ball out there. If you do hit it, you're always going to go up table. If you hit the 7, you have a possibility of getting hooked anyway. He thinks he can see this ball and cut it. And he overcuts it, so I don't think he can see enough of it to make it. Andrew just comes on over and says hi. I haven't seen him in a while. And now he's back at the table. So that is how close we are shooting. Oh, we're sitting to where they're shooting. So Andrew's going to come over. He can play safe here and put the 5 up table and set the cue ball behind the 7, or he can bank it. As aggressive as I am, I do usually go for that bank, especially early in a match, early in the day. Now, I actually like drawing out on this ball. Some people like spinning 2 rails. You can go across your line too easily when you spin it. When you draw out, you're still going 2 rails, but you're going towards the 8. And he hit that ball pretty good. A little bit further than what he wanted, but that's what I'm talking about, going past your line. If he goes 2 rails the other way, he's going straight towards the 8, and as long as he doesn't absolutely hit the ball like Hercules, he's always going to have an easy shot on the 8 ball in that corner. He's going to shoot this ball on the side, try and come around the 10. Runs into the 10. Wouldn't have a shot on the 9 anyway, and misses the 8.
Sorry, back now. I miss anything interesting?
One player missed. The other one ran a couple balls. They missed. The other one ran a couple balls. They missed. That is the recap of the
thank you for
first
that
game.
brilliant recap.
Yep. Dave left himself a little tricky situation here. He does cut these balls very, very well, though, and he doesn't try and hold it. He can come all the way across table. So I don't really see him having an issue with this. It is closer. It is a tight angle.
Just taking a quick peek at the bracket. Josh, you'll be facing the winner of this match.
I'm not going to lie, I like myself in that match. I mean, no offense to either player, but and this is gonna sound really cocky, which is really gonna be really weird for me.
Oh yeah.
But there's only about 5 or 6 people in the tournament I don't want to face early. I see one of them, but I wouldn't have to face him until tomorrow.
As I say, the bottom quarter of the bracket doesn't seem
As strong as the rest of them.
Yeah.
I
mean,
Caleb
yeah.
plays well. I do have a rule. If you have 3 names, you got to play well. So Pong Sang O.
Oh, I didn't even see Paul O there.
I've never seen his middle name.
Yeah, I think that's what threw me off too.
Yeah. He plays better than I do on a big table, but Al Campo, Rick, and Sean Jackson. But now I was looking at Kevin West up there, with Andy Lincoln and Steve Fleming.
Yeah.
That little area.
But yeah, you're out to Final Four of the winner's side before you would run into them.
Oh no! Look at these safes. They're just the safety play on here is just ridiculous.
Players off to a little bit of a rough start here in this first match.
All right, and while I will give Dave the credit, Dave's a better player overall in most aspects of the game. Andrew banks very well. He's a solid player. Have you ever seen Andrew play or played with him?
A little bit, not much.
Yeah. He banks pretty well, and when he gets on a streak, I mean, he can make some balls and he can surprise people. Hit that one pretty good. Oh. Got to hit that ball just a little bit harder so he can't drift on you.
Dave gathering up all the chalk before he shoots this shot.
Yep.
Right,
and Dave makes that tough 10 ball to
a little bit of a rough start for both players, but
as anybody who knows me, I'm not a morning person at all. Not even a little bit. Even when I tried so hard today. Um, I I was in bed by midnight, and that's like 4 hours before my normal bedtime, and I couldn't do it. And now, as soon as I woke up, I was like, man, I gave up stuff to be able to go to sleep early. Not much, but I gave up stuff. Oh, are we using a pattern, by the way?
Yes,
The
we are.
5, 6, 8.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, no. Andrew has messed up the pattern. It is supposed to be the 4-5, and then the 8-10-9, and then 2-6-7-3 in
I,
the back.
okay, so it's the same one that we used on
Yeah,
the
it's the
bar
same
table.
pattern we've been using. It just and almost looks like he slug wrecked himself with a turtle rack.
Yeah,
It's not easy to do.
that's a very impressive. All right, so
Yeah,
Dave
Dave
pushes out.
pushes. Yeah.
Andrew over there conducting business meetings on his phone. What would you say if I told you you and Andrew were the same age?
I'd be a little surprised.
You are.
Definitely looks younger than I am.
First time I hung out with him, I thought me and him were about the same age. If not, I was old. I was a couple years older, and then I found out no, he was almost a decade older than I am. I'm like, wow,
If
your
he's
skin.
almost a decade older than you are, then I still am older than him, but not by nearly as much as I thought. Because I would have agreed. I would have thought he was around your age.
Yeah, his skincare regimen is remarkable. No clue what it is. And let's see. I'm trying to watch all the other. One good thing about how we have the camera set up here, other than other places, I get to watch Kevin West in the back. Um, looks like Matt Boz is over there, and I can't tell. This Scott Haas is just sitting there, looking as intimidating as ever.
Oh, nice shot there.
A very nice shot. And now
Calling the 10.
there's got to be more room in between there
There's
than
a
I thought.
gap in between those balls.
I didn't think there's a gap. I didn't think there was enough. And the 7 ball's in the way.
Yeah, I think it was definitely more of a
Safe.
safe, and just in case the 10 happens to go in, you might as well call it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he played it very well.
Very nice. Makes a good hit on the 4 and almost get completely behind the 5. I think he got it.
Yeah, very nice shot there.
Yeah. I thought maybe Dave would be able to see the very edge of it, but he's just going to kick at it. I'm not kick cutting this ball, though. I'm trying to kick bank it. Do I expect to make it either way? No, I don't. But and it will get to a rail. So legal hit.
trying to get the. Would you be trying to get the cue ball up? You know, he's called the 4, but I think probably just trying to get.
I'm banking this.
You are. See,
Yeah,
I'm playing safe there. I'm spinning that up back behind
well,
the
I don't
8-6-9.
I don't hit it quite as hard as he just did, but I'm gonna bank that ball because if I miss it and I leave it close to the pocket, the 5 ball gives me cover. If I make it, then I'm easy on the 5 ball.
Yeah.
I don't know this guy to the right in the white shirt. Who is that?
No, neither do I.
Okay.
Yeah, it's not the world rules. You can combo the 10. Yep.
All right. So they both had their multiple chances at this 4 ball. Dave's trying to put an end to that now. Unfortunately, with the angle he has, if he does miss this, I think we're going to see at least 2 more innings on the 4.
Depends on how he misses it.
Yeah, true. I thought he would overcut it.
Yeah, if he overcut it, you probably would have been right. But
Yeah.
as he's undercut it, he is left. Andrew, very similar shot to the one Dave just had. Easier, but similar.
Easier. I expected Dave to make his, though.
Yes, so did I.
Yeah. All right, so the 4 ball is finally off the table.
Now the question is, does the 6 ball go anywhere?
Technically.
It'll go on either side, but I don't know that it'll go in. It definitely won't go by the 8 to combo the 7.
No.
I don't think it goes by the 8 the other way either.
I don't know why I leaned over. That's exactly where our camera is. So it's the same angle. I'm like, that looks really familiar. Oh, that's right. It's on my screen that's right in front of me. I'm trying to draw this ball back and put the 6 into the side that has
Yeah,
the
like
7.
I said, it goes on either side. So if you can get underneath it, it looks like, oh.
Having to stretch using that extension. He wanted to put top on that ball and ended up hitting it with more center.
Yeah.
Is that William Hague straight ahead of us?
Yes, it is.
Okay. Skim off of it for the 7, or just play it safe? We'll have to ask him later.
I'm pretty sure he was trying to play the 7 because
Yes.
that was way too hard for the safe. Although, if you get it thin enough and make the 7, there's a decent chance you end up leaving yourself safe. So.
Yeah, the only way to really get out of that, you have to go rail first, hit
Rail
the
first
7,
into the 7, yeah.
and have to spin it to try and come out. But with that, you lose the 6 ball just a little bit. There's just way too many things can go wrong. I'd still go for it. And Dave with his safety play.
Yeah. Called the 6 just in case he happened to make it because he would have been perfect on the 7 had he made it.
I might have to give both these guys a pep talk in between racks. Like, hey, we got viewers. I know y'all both can play. Because they're Tony, that is correct. Very effective.
Hmm?
Why didn't you make it down here for this? This is closer to your Virginia house than anything, so you know.
Does not look like the 8 goes by the 10s. He's going to want to get an angle that he can come up off the 7 to shoot between the 9 and 10 to play the 8 in the other corner.
Yeah.
Unless he just elects to play the combo. But
Or if he just wants to spin into the 8. I don't know why you would, but maybe it does
maybe
go.
it does go by. Oh, yeah. It
Mm,
might.
Considering that he hasn't gotten down, just fired at it, I think he might have made a mistake. No, looks like it's gonna go.
As I say, he didn't make any motion that would, yeah. He
Yeah.
thought it went.
Yeah, I didn't think it went. I thought the 10 overhung just a little bit. Yeah, I figured that was going to be your answer.
Very nice shot there by Andrew.
Hey, Tony, haven't you lost to both these guys before? Alright, going for the combo, misses the combo. But does not I don't care how they've been shooting. This is not an easy shot for anybody in the field. I mean, all he has to do is make it, but that's that's a lot of blue.
It is.
Pick that up on. Oof, that felt good. Who got me in the Calcutta?
I
You?
did. Yeah.
Huh. Did I go for relatively cheap?
$500. Or
You know what?
40, whichever's more believable. Thanks.
I still think 40 is too much, but I think that's the min bid.
That was the min bid, yes.
Yeah. Good. Everybody knows how well I play on a big table, so.
It also wasn't a very good Calcutta. A lot of people were going for min bids.
Ah. Oh, nice shot by Dave.
Nice shot, Dave.
Who went the highest?
Matt Craw, I think. He definitely went in the first blind.
Okay. Well, good for Matt. All right. So.
Oh, excuse me. I was really trying to mute my mic before that happened, but I couldn't.
Mute my mic.
Couldn't get to the switch.
So. 2-0. So at this rate, if we go hill, it will be roughly 130.
Oh, that's a generous estimate. It might be 230. So Andrew, or excuse me, Dave won that.
Yeah.
Got sidetracked.
Yeah. I mean, let's see. Between people like Steve Fleming, Kevin West, Scott Hobbs, Brett's here. Sean Jackson been known to play a little bit. And I know there's got to be one or two that I'm not seeing.
Lucas Werner.
Oh, he's here?
Yep.
Oh, then Lucas.
Yeah.
Uh,
I figured
Matt.
there was a good chance you didn't realize he was here.
I did not know he was here. Uh, I do like the fact that of everybody named, like there was no, oh my God, that guy's going to win the tournament, as
Yeah.
there usually is. But then again, I also like it when it's like, hey, that guy's supposed to win the tournament. Oh, he finished 7th, 8th. Well, now we have a tournament. All right, let's
Yeah.
go. Like anytime like Johnny Archer's played in one of these, I don't think he's gotten
Yeah.
past 9th.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I believe you're right. I mean, nothing
Yeah.
against Johnny Archer. Very nice guy, great player. But whenever you have somebody that's considered to be an overwhelming favorite not win, it does make the tournament more interesting.
Yes. Or you have,
Thank you, Virginia.
oh, bless you. No, see, APA qualifiers aren't really important. Eric, I am lucky anytime you can't show up.
Yeah, and just curious, Virginia. I know everybody around here when they play in APA qualifiers and happen to win a spot at the nationals, it's always such a big deal for them because they win a trip to Vegas. Living in Vegas, does it carry the same excitement to people? I'm just curious. I'm not nothing against it because obviously playing in the nationals is still a good thing, but you're not going anywhere for it. So I'm just wondering whether or not you guys get as excited as the people around here do for it.
I guarantee they don't get the same travel money.
Here's $10 for gas.
We'll give you a comped room at the Win. Actually, I would take that.
Yeah,
Is
that's
it?
a very nice casino.
Yeah.
Oh,
Nice shot.
didn't get the camera switched in time, but he did make that combination. Two-rail kick combination at that.
And now he looks like he's going to go for another one. No,
Yeah, he's going
he's
to cut
cutting
this ball.
Yeah. The way he was looking, I was like, look, just because you made one doesn't mean you're going to make them all.
Yeah, that would have been a really difficult combination to take on.
Yes.
Now here he's in a little bit of a tricky situation. If the 8 ball wasn't there, he could just go forward and come back across the table.
But even with the angle that he has here,
he's going to run into that 8 ball.
Yeah. If
Yeah,
you run into it, you put a lot of left onto it and try and come around 3 rails.
It depends on how much of the 8 you run into.
That is also correct. My thing is make it, figure it out
see,
later.
I figured he was going to hit the 8 pretty full, and so did he. So he just elected to sit for the bank.
I had those same shoes. For like a year and a half. They're very comfortable. Never wore that shirt though.
This guy makes the table look huge.
Neither one of these guys are what you would consider average height or big. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Andrew trying to get himself on the board here.
It's kind of the opposite of during the Mosconi Cup. They showed a shot of the European practice room, and Kachi was at the table. He's so big, he made it look like a bar table.
Yeah. Him and Jeremy Jones playing against each other would have just been, oh, this is a small table. No, it's actually the 10-foot. Oh, okay. Y'all are just big.
Oh. Apparently the 7 ball does not want to go in that pocket.
All right, let's be honest. You could say that about the one, oh, not the 1 ball with these guys, but the 2, the 3, the 4, the 5. They have not started out. As good as both these guys can play, they have not started out well today.
No.
But
This
Who
table
knows?
was just reclothed 2 days ago, although I really haven't noticed anything that I would.
Oh, you hit that pretty good.
You did. I haven't noticed any misses that I would really attribute to the ball sliding on new cloth.
And if anything, some of the misses are even worse because it is new cloth. And it's like, hey,
Yeah, because the
that
ball
ball will
usually
go.
slides in more.
Yeah. All right, so it looks like Mr. 2 is going to go and try and break to make it even. It is now 2-1.
All right, while Andrew is racking the balls here, I'd like to welcome a new sponsor on board, Peace Law, serving the estate planning, probate, family law, and conflict resolution needs of individuals, families, and organizations since 1990. Thank you for sponsoring our stream.
Yes, thank you.
If I need any of those services, I will look you up. I gotta honestly say, I'm not sure what a couple of them are, but
If I need any of those services, odds are I can't afford you. But I'm willing to give it a shot.
yes. Because as many times as I've heard the word, I actually don't know what probate means. Uh,
I do, and that makes me mad that I can't think right now. Like, get me afternoon. Get me in 12 minutes. I got you. Is that for both of us? Top one. Thank you. So, how do you feel about people talking about the Moscone Cup? And basically, I've seen people saying he shouldn't be on the Moscone Cup anymore.
um, I'm not gonna say obviously he can play better than that, but he's arguably the greatest American player of all time and still definitely the best current American player. So I can't see not putting him on the team.
Yeah.
Like I said, I realize he's definitely played. He's had better days, but
Yeah. And the way I look at it is, I think you have to build a team around him that he wants to play for. I mean, you put people on the team, and it's like going into any football, baseball. But if the team already feels defeated before they go in, even the best players are gonna be like, "Why am I even here? I'm just gonna get my check and go home." Do I think that's what he did? Maybe end of the second, start of the third day. Yeah. I mean, start of the third, end of the fourth day. Yeah. I think there's no way for us to do anything. I don't think he was happy with the Earl selection anyway. So that's a very good shot by Andrew. Good save. What was that? I don't get it. This is gonna be tough for Dave. I mean, he's straight in, jacked up, and the three ball has no pocket even if he makes it two.
Thank you, Kevin.
Yes. In about 9 minutes, I would have been able to answer that, by the way. Because it was also a real estate question that I had to pass to get my license.
Ah,
But I don't mentally think or physically think before noon. It's really hard to physically think, by the way. All right, so Andrew can either just draw back or I'll say get stuck behind the 8. Don't do that. That is not a winning formula. Oh, one really good thing about them playing on the TV table now. I know that I'm not playing my first match on the TV table.
oh wow.
That is such a small hole.
That's a really unfortunate break there for Andrew. Dave's still got some work here to do. A 7
Yes.
ball is not a pleasant ball to deal with here. You try and go into the 7 off the 6.
I try and go into the 9.
Go into the 9 and shoot the 7 up table.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if that ball's frozen to the rail, I don't like shooting it up table past the side pocket. I'd rather go into the 7 and take my chances of what I'm left.
It's off the rail. Yeah, I
The
can see
angle
way
he
too much.
has, I think he's going into the 7 unless he draws this.
I'm gonna try and draw it right into the 9.
Yeah.
Because that means I can hit this ball full and I have something that's gonna stop. Oh,
Oh, he drew it too much.
I think he wanted to do that.
Yeah, you might be right.
I don't know why you would want to do that, but I want to be as straight as possible in this 7 ball. The 8 ball goes in the side and the corner, so I
The only thing I can think is he may have been worried if he didn't go into the 9 hard enough that he would leave himself jacked up over the 9. But
possibly,
or
yeah.
maybe he just knew he could do that. And
Yeah. He does cut those balls very well.
that was a really nice shot.
Yeah.
Pretty straightforward out now.
Yeah, but every time we think something straightforward, a little bit of overcut. Off the... I mean, I hope not. I would like to see both these guys start shooting a little bit better because what we have seen so far is not how they play. Well, apparently it is how they play, but it's not how they play on a normal basis.
Yeah. Would have probably liked to have stopped that to be a little straighter in so he didn't have to use the bridge here. Although,
yes. Odds are he is using the bridge either way.
If he gets straight in, he doesn't have to because he is right-handed. He can just go up the side of the table.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You right-handers. I was thinking, like, no matter what, I mean, I got to stretch for that. Oh, that's right. I shoot correctly.
All right, so Dave takes the 3-1 lead.
And they are well on pace for that to finish way before 1:30 now.
Be Dave's break here. Trying to get out and extend his lead.
That's a pretty strong break. All right, so the one goes in the side. He has the angle to where he can draw out. 3's near a pocket. 4's near a pocket. The only problem here is the 5 ball and getting from the 8 to the 9. And after saying that, he almost misses the 1 ball.
Yeah, well, I was just looking to another angle, see whether the 5 goes by the 6, but
He wants to get an angle on the 4 to where he can actually come in between the 6 and the rail. He's just going to be happy to be able to see the 4 to make it, though. And looks like he got there. That's close, though.
by the way, the guy on the
Oh.
next table over in the white shirt that you said you didn't recognize is Sonny Betson.
That would be why I don't recognize him.
Yes, I don't know him either, but I just noticed who he was playing, so I was able to look him up in the bracket.
Who the hell is he playing?
HK. Hershey Kadia.
I know he's come up to Bruise a bunch.
Yeah.
Uh,
I've played him a number of times. So.
oh, yes. Okay, I know who he is now. So many people and Mikey Soler
Oh,
just
yeah.
walked up and... Yeah, okay, now I know who he is. All right, so... I don't really understand what Dave was doing there. He should be managing for the Yankees or Indians with decisions like that, because I don't know what he was thinking.
He was thinking it was a really good save because Andrew's not going to be able to hit the 4-ball with the cue ball in the ball box.
I mean, that would be very high-level thinking right there. So Andrew's going to go ahead and looks like he's going to play another safe.
Yeah.
4-ball on the rail, cue ball
Lock
right
the cue
behind
ball
the
on
9.
the 9.
Yep.
The only thing with this safe is if he does hit it on the kick, it's a decent chance of making the ball.
Yes. If you're going to play that safe, you're going to want to put the cue ball in between the 9 and the rail.
Yes,
It's
so
just
you can
barely
try
getting
and
there.
take away the 1 rail kick.
Yeah.
Although I still think because of the 8, he's going to have to spin it. I don't think he has the natural angle for the kick. He did spin it.
Yep.
Not quite enough, but he did. I think he got a good leave.
It looks like...
He can see it, but I don't think he can see enough of it to cut it.
No, but I think he can bank it. I said he does bank very, very well. So, I mean, the only 2 banks that we've seen him try to do, though, I think one was more of a safe, and the other one he hung the 10.
Yeah.
So. There you go.
He hit that one really well.
Yeah. Got perfect shape on the 5. Just roll this in. And from here, I do expect Andrew to be out. Don't do anything fancy, just roll it. I keep forgetting they're height deprived, so they don't want to leave the cue ball in the center of the table.
Yeah.
You keep bumping the camera. I was like, why is that moving? It's on a stationary object. I might be one. I try and come underneath the 8 here to play it in the side. I might be one of the few people who would do that.
Yeah, see, I just want a little bit of an angle to stun over between the 9 and the 10.
Unfortunately, I know that my stun, I'm going to be behind the 10, or in the pocket.
Well, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah, in the pocket I would be worried about here. Behind the 10 I would not.
He did get on the 9.
He did.
Yes.
All right.
I'm just now reading that because
Oh,
I should really have it up on my phone. For anybody who's been messaging in the chat, I have not been looking at it because it's far away. So I'm about to bring up on YouTube, and then we can actually talk.
all right. So Dave. Is gonna leave himself the long cut on the 9 rather than risking getting behind the 10. Smart shot.
I don't hold this ball well, and I don't like going multiple rails to come back for the 10. Apparently, neither does. All right, so it looks like Andrew's going to have a pretty simple 2-ball out. All right, so going back on these chats. This is the second time Robinson, Reinhold, whatever, has been in the cup, I believe.
Yeah, he's
Right?
been there the last 2 years.
Yeah. I don't think he should ever be back. He may be a really good tournament player, but for pressure-wise, he just never shows up. I don't think it would have mattered with Strickland, honestly. You put they're all high caliber. The only thing Strickland could have done was possibly put a little extra fire under the Americans because he's going to cause some type of controversy. It's just what he does. Woodward is going to be on the team for as long as he wants to play pool. He's been the best Mosconi Cup player for the past 4 or 5 years for the U.S., in my mind. 4 years, I'll say. Yeah, Team Europe, you can pretty much take any. You don't have Team Asia, Team Europe. You can even just have one country. A lot of times they're going to just have more talent than what the U.S. has. They train different. They play different. But at the same time, they're all top-level pros in an alternate break race to 5. I mean, you could take... I don't think you should be able to do that, Andrew. You might want to re-rack that.
What do you do?
Well, if you're able to move a ball and the 1 doesn't move at all, that means the 1's not touching.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
He still doesn't have the pattern right. He's got the 4, 8, and the 6, and the 5, 9, and 7 all reversed. But he's closer than he was before, though.
Hey, he's still working on it, and it's 3-2. He's got plenty of time. I do not know why Thorpe was not on the team.
According to one of the tweets that Earl put out, and I've heard this from other people, he was suspended for 2 years by the WPA for testing positive for marijuana.
Well, that's stupid.
I agree, but that is what I have read in multiple places.
First of all, I didn't know they tested.
Well, maybe he didn't test. Maybe he just admitted that he did. I don't know. But anyway, it was for smoking marijuana.
Oh,
From what I heard. But yeah, I agree with you. I don't.
well, I'm not going to say whether or not I'm a fan or not a fan of the whole marijuana business. This is not that type of platform. But at the same time, You're in pool.
And and honestly, it's. I mean, I don't know about the world. At least in this country, it's been legalized most places.
It's been decriminalized almost everywhere and legalized in a lot of other places.
Yeah.
Did he really say 3 people had a buy? I don't know what he's looking at.
Yeah.
Oh, maybe he's saying 3 people had a buy of matches that are not called in their section yet.
No, I have no idea what he's talking about because I mean I haven't heard them call any matches since the first set of matches. So yeah, I got nothing.
He should go right there.
Yeah, realistically, you should either go there or there.
Yeah.
Yeah. Hold on, let me. I'm gonna go talk
Yeah.
to Loy.
Okay. So going back to, well, Andrew actually running out here, going to try and make it 3-3. But I don't see in any situation why you should like be penalized for. I don't like if it's in an open environment. I don't want someone to come in here just reeking of weed. But if you want to go to your car, eat an edible, smoke something, whatever, come back in. Just don't bring the smell in with you because I think that's disrespectful. I don't care what you do. So if with him being suspended for that, that's ridiculous. All right. Andrew hit that one pretty good. He hit it a little bit better than what he wanted. He can still cut this ball in the corner, go back across, shoot the 9 in the same corner, drift that up and shoot the 10. Then the 8 ball is going to be his out ball here, though. All right, let's see. Ooh, nice shot by Andrew. Very nice. So it looks like Andrew has settled down a little bit here, which is good. And he's going to tie this thing all up 3-3, and it will be Dave to break, I believe. Yep. 3-3, Dave to break. I even said that like you're not a. Oh, by the way, this is Andrew.
Hi, what's up?
Yeah, during the middle of his match, he wants to come over and commentate with us. I said it's been a while since I've seen you, and you were playing like shit. But all you need to do is calm down, and you're good. All right, go back over, have fun. And that's just so y'all know. Anything I say on here, and I'll wait for my compadre to get because he'll agree to this. Well, hopefully he'll agree to it. Anything because Andrew just came over and you saw him. Anything I ever say on this, I will say directly to the players.
Yes.
It's not like I'm making fun of them and saying, "Ah, I give this guy a 7, and then later be like, "Oh, hey, you play so great." No, if they're playing bad, I'll tell them even afterwards.
Yeah.
Hey, yo, I ripped you apart on that stream. Like you gotta play better,
Yeah.
or
What
I'll.
what did Andrew say when he came over?
He's like, man, it's been like 2 years since I played. I haven't seen you in a while. I said, I know, and I even said it on here. You're playing like crap. He's like, I was like, you just needed to calm down, and you calm down, and he's never going to be flashy. He's never going to wow you. Like he's not going to beat the Matt Crawls 4 out of 6 times type, well, 4 out of 10 times. But he can play a very steady game where he'll make his balls. He can play safe, and he's never going to wow you. He doesn't have the firepower to pull out that shot to where he can make a ball and then end up spinning the ball and drawing it 3 rails for perfect shape somewhere. He just doesn't have that in his arsenal.
Yeah.
But if it's very tic-tac-toe or very fundamental pool, he is a fundamentally sound pool player. I heard Mike DeShane like retired.
Yeah, I mean, basically, he hasn't been playing pool much at all. Not really sure why. All right, so Matt Craw has defeated Sam Yonka 7-1, setting up a really strong match between Matt Craw and Scott Haas.
Yes, I don't know who Mike McNiff is,
I do not either.
because that was a match that I was. Oh, I like watching Lucas play.
Yeah.
Did they end
And
up at
Dennis Feliciano has defeated
Ken?
Ken Damarut, I believe is how he said that was pronounced. Yes, that would be Ken Damarut Sr. There is also a junior in this tournament.
Yep, and he'll be playing Marcelo. Marcelo.
Adenolfi.
Is that really how you say it?
I don't know. That's pronouncing it phonetically as
Phonetically,
it's spelled. But I don't know if that's how it's actually pronounced. All right, so
Matt, even if Mike is playing from time to time, yes, is he a good player? Yeah, I mean, no one can deny that, but I wouldn't want him on any team. Not even the backup team. Even when he was playing his best, I didn't like him. He's Earl without the talent. Like he's going to bring you a lot of issues, and there's not really as much positive.
I think saying he's Earl without the talent's a little harsh. Mike had quite a bit of talent.
Mike had a lot of talent, but I don't think he was at top of Earl's game and top of Mike's game.
Oh no, agreed.
Yeah, I don't think Mike could touch them. But if I got to make the Moscone Cup team, it would be Andrew too because of that shot. Now, you're looking at. I want Justin Bergman on that team. I want Tyler Style. I want who do we just Thorpe. Shane, and then guess what, Shane? You pick the rest of the players.
Well, you just picked 4 of the 5, so he only gets to pick one. But
he gets to pick 2. That way he can kick one of them off the team and like, hey, you've earned it. You're the number 5 player. You know what? Pick Jeremy Jones. Just let him have a year to train or something. 6 months to a year to train. See what he can do. Heck, in a couple years, I want to see Nathan Childress on that team. He's not here today, right?
no, he's not.
Yeah. When was the last time Oscar Dominguez was on the Moscone Cup?
I'm not sure he ever has been.
Boom, he's my number 5.
Yeah, honestly, he was who I wanted instead of Reinhold this year.
Yeah. Oh, if I can ever have Oscar on a team, I want Oscar on the team. Because while he may not be point for point skill wise with Skyler or Shane, you put money on the line. Yep, Oscar's going to give you everything he's got, and he can pull out some. That's a really good shot. So, all right, Shane can pick one more. Hello, Mr. Haas. You are all the way at the top of the bracket. Yeah. I'd like to see Sean make it 1 year. Are you talking about Wilkie? Because I think he spells his name different. Is it?
He does. It's
All right.
with a U.
Yeah. All right. So Andrew just seemed to need to, the first couple racks, just relax. So apparently Washington has renamed themselves the Red Wolves. They just came out with their name.
Really?
Yeah.
Interesting.
I'm going to have to double check that in a second, but I just got like 14 messages about the Washington Red Wolves.
Surprised that hasn't come up as I've been refreshing Facebook here.
I just saw any Washington fans. All right, maybe that was not an official announcement. I for Sean as of right now today, I could not possibly vote for him to be on the team. Sean, the player Sean can be, yes.
Yeah, he just doesn't seem to have the desire to play pool
No.
right now.
And he'll even tell you that it's just not it's not a big thing for him. No, you get Sean back to where he was, to where he's practicing, and I mean he can still play with anybody. I mean he just beat BJ Ussery twice in the last tournament, right? Did he put him on the lose side and knock him out? I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah. So he proved he can beat like the top players because in my mind BJ is one of the top players. But if you're going to put him up against the world's best, and I mean he's beaten Shane gambling even. I'm sorry, matching up even. So I mean he's proven he can play. If he puts in the work, I think he can be one of the best players in the country. I do.
Yeah.
But he's got to be willing to do that.
Yeah, if he gets the desire back, then absolutely, I completely agree with you. It'd be great to see him on
like
the Scotty Cup team, but he just doesn't have that desire right now.
No.
And I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. He's chosen he wants to pursue other things in life. And
yeah, pool's not everything. Yeah. I mean, there's not, except for maybe Lucas, because I think he's still young enough. There's not one person in this room that makes their mortgage payment off of pooling. Macraw, maybe Macraw. I don't know what he does. But other than that, I mean, even Scott Haas, as well as he works 40, 50, 60 hours a week.
Yeah.
You have Kevin
West raises chickens.
Yeah. That's what, I mean, Kevin might, if all Kevin did was play pool, Kevin might be good enough to play.
Yeah.
And he's good enough to win this tournament, and this tournament has some pretty good players. Rick Scarlato, I mean, well, I guess we can say he works. So,
if you want to call it that.
Yeah. And you can say U.S. were amazing during the first and second day, but how many matches did they lose Hill? How many matches did they lose because of something stupid? And it was a lot. Like it was. I don't care if you're the top pro or the 20th top pro. They made mistakes that you just can't make. So I don't care who you put on the team. If they play the same way your top players did this year, the U.S. can't win. But if they play a little bit more fundamentally sound, it's going to be a coin toss every year. It races to 5. Everybody think, oh, it's too
Yeah.
short, too short.
Race to 5 alternate break. Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah.
if they're all playing their best, yeah, that's absolutely just a coin toss.
Yeah. Now, once you start getting into, I've heard some people, it should be races to 11 or races to 13. You want to see America get destroyed? Make it a race to 13. I don't want to see Chris Reinhold play against Clinty Conchi in a winter break race to 13 format.
Yeah, I also
Yeah.
don't think we want the Mosconi Cup to take a month.
You'd be surprised. Especially with sports betting being as prevalent as it is now. I think a lot of people would like that. Me personally, I watched about 12 minutes of it, and those were all highlights that Matchroom posted. All right, so it is 4-4 now in the middle of our conversation, and a match is starting to happen. Both these players are starting to shoot a little bit better, and it's making this a lot more interesting. So, and even the viewers have noticed when they were playing bad, we had like 20 or 30. Now we're almost at 200. Hey, if you guys have a second in between the racks, if you can, just hit the like button, hit subscribe, share this. This is the Maryland State 9-foot 10-ball championships. We are here at 7 Billiards. It's on the top left of your screen. It says Billiards with the number 7 in it. And really nice room. As you can tell, we can almost see a lot of it just from this one camera angle. And if you guys can hear, Mikey Slay is in the background. And Dave has a really nice break.
Oh, who won that rack? Sorry.
It's Dave. It's 4-4.
4-4.
No. I think that's me.
No.
Thank you. I don't know what I was trying to move it away from, but I can't put it here. Why can't you put it here? Let's go back to this one. Seems dark. It's not. We made it. The lighting in here, I don't think you've ever been here, is very table centered. So,
Road of Snooker Finals. This is an open event. It's not an amateur event. Don't have any. Actually, I guess there's not anybody in the event that would be classified as a pro.
Matt Crawl.
Matt Craw. Okay.
Yeah, Matt Crawl is officially a pro. Lucas will be soon enough.
Yeah.
Oh, he called the 10 on the side. Oh, it's a strong shot.
Yeah, Sean Wilkie was supposed to be here, but he pulled out at the last minute. I believe Brendan Schuff was on the list at one point as well, but he also did not make the trip out here. Not that it's terribly far, but
yeah.
Felt like it when I was driving out here yesterday in the middle of rush hour, but
yeah, when I had to drive out here yesterday, then drive back home, then oversleep this morning, and drive back today. Yeah, that's not that bad. It's mainly 2 roads. All right, 3 roads. Give himself a little bit more of an angle than he wants, but he's keeping himself close to the rail so he doesn't have to stretch over the table. That's knowing your strength and knowing your weaknesses. Yes, we do have a schedule of tournaments. I can never remember anything about them, so I'm going to turn you over to Dave.
yeah, we're still finalizing the schedule for next year. The information on the tournaments that we have finalized is in the ticker at the bottom of the screen. Let me read that off here. So January 22nd and 23rd, we have the first in our Bar Box Bonanza series, which is new for next year. It's a handicap 9-ball event that'll be played at Chop Tank Bowling and Billiards. Then, no, Kevin Dillon is not playing. February 12th and 13th, we have the Maryland State Women's 9-Ball Championship at Brews and Q's on the Boulevard. It's the first time we've run a women's event. And then February 26th and 27th, we have the Bar Box Bonanza Series number 2, which is a 1,200 Fargo rating and under doubles 9-ball tournament at Brews and Q's.
Which I will be playing in the doubles.
You have a partner?
Gary Monroe.
Ah. Yes, I haven't found a partner yet for that one.
Well, Gary asked me when he saw it. He didn't. I didn't even know it was the one at Brews. He said, "Hey, you want to play a 1,200 and under doubles tournament with me?" Yeah, I do. I go to open it up, and then I see that we had announced that. I slept in that day, shocker. And Travis had asked me if I wanted to play. Somebody else had asked me. I was like, "Well, I already have Gary, and I'm playing with Gary."
Travis is playing with Joe Wright, so
Yeah, now, yeah,
that'll be a good team.
yeah. All right, so Dave, just to tap this in, float up a little bit.
Depending on what day of the week, I can take up to a 653 on Fargo right now, although my Fargo seems to change by a point every day. So
I can take up to a 583. Which after I win this tournament, though, I don't know if me and Gary are gonna be able to play.
There's also Gary does not have enough robustness in his Fargo, so even without your Fargo going up, it's going to be a call of the tournament directors as to where they're going to rank him.
Yeah.
Although he's playing in one of my handicap tournaments at Brews next week, or the week after. I forgot which one he signed up for. And I was talking to Rick about him, and he said although he doesn't have enough robustness, he thinks his Fargo is an accurate number, so I'm using whatever number it is. So.
What number? What is he?
Like a 580.
Oh, so close. Okay, good. I would love to be in the women's event. I actually joked with, I think it was Stephanie Manning and somebody else about how I'm going to play in the women's event up at the Open, and I'm just going to, identify as a woman. They thought it was a great idea, but like they're not going to let you do that. So, and I said if I do that, and I don't at least finish like top 4, I'm gonna feel really bad about myself. No, Josh Brothers is not here. Your sinuses didn't agree with this event. Okay, all right, that's fair enough.
Not sure whether or not Josh answered this question. I just had to step away. No, Josh Brothers is not at this event. Blue Max?
Yeah.
You did? Okay.
Yeah. 447, 197 robustness. Is that Gary's? That can't be right. I mean, as much as I would love my partner to have that, if that's what he says is an accurate one, I'm going to tell you right now, that's not accurate.
No, that's not Gary. No, it's 570. I was close.
Yeah. I think that's about right. I was going to say anywhere between 550 to 580.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what Rick said when I was asking him, because he only has a 116 robustness. So that's Kevin's final, or Kevin's Fargo rather, not his final.
His final. That's his final level. Kevin, I have not seen your game enough to know if 447 is fair, but what little I have seen, I'm going to say yes.
It might be a little low.
It might be a little low. I'd say
But
470,
yeah, I was gonna
475.
say I wouldn't say any higher than 475. But.
Yeah. Now, if you've been sandbagging for a while, you've done a great job. How do you only have a 197 robustness? I accidentally have a 600.
Nice shot there by Dave.
Very nice.
Do I have the score right? I didn't miss anything.
It's 5-4, yeah.
Okay. I'm sure I stepped away for a minute there. I wasn't sure if I missed a match or a rack. Don't think I missed an entire match.
You definitely did not miss a match.
Yeah.
This one will be playing until we close tonight.
So when this does end, we will be bringing you Scott Haas versus Matt Craw next.
Whenever it ends.
Yes. Although both you and I are going to have to play at some point, so I don't know if we'll be the ones actually bringing it to you.
Well, we are close, but that's a good try.
Yeah, just thin off the one, probably push it closer into the three.
The three, yeah.
And bring the cue ball back down towards the 5 ball.
If you can, get it directly behind the 5, but don't worry about that part.
Right. The most important part is missing the side pocket, which he did perfectly fine.
Yeah.
And yeah, actually getting it up under that 7's made this. I might have left the one rail kick into it because it came out through the 7.
Yeah. But if he doesn't
still
hit
not
this
an easy one rail kick, but
and you want to hit this hard.
As I say, I'd be getting somebody to watch this hit if I were Dave. But
I'm hitting it hard just because if I don't make a good hit, I want to blast as many balls away from there as possible. That's
yeah,
what I hit.
Yeah.
And most likely you just lost.
Yeah, if you hit it hard, well, he completely missed everything, so it might not have helped, but you hit it hard, that way you open, if you do make a bad hit, you at least open things up and make it harder for Dave to play a safe back, and you force him to run it out.
So, put the cue ball over here, bank it behind the 6, and put the cue ball behind the 1.
See, I like what he was looking at. I like putting the cue ball right where he put the cue ball, and then shooting the one into the 4, so that the one shoot the one into the 4, so that the 1 comes down this way, and you can roll the cue ball up on the 8-9.
Or just give ball
He
in
didn't
hand.
get a rail. I don't think he got a rail, did he?
I think he said that he hit the 3 and the 3 hit the rail.
Oh, I guess that's possible. He still left a piece of the 1, so this is not going to turn out well for him. But yeah, I guess I was looking at the cue ball going to the rail. I thought he would hit that much harder. Like I said, send the 1 ball off the 4 down and roll the cue ball up under the 8-9.
Yeah, I'm trying to get that cue ball right under the 9.
Good morning, road player.
Yeah, I've never missed a shot from here, Lloyd. Well, I've also never hit a kick that bad either, but only from this seat. And While playing, I've definitely done it. That's one of the reasons I like to sit here.
I gotta say, with where that 3-ball's buried, I
I'm
think
playing.
I'm still playing safe here.
Yeah, I'm shooting the 1 ball. And,
Shoot the 1 ball down towards the 10 and roll the cue ball up on the 9.
yep, exactly.
Because there's just no easy way to get on that 3-ball, so there's no reward for going for a run out here.
No.
If you get lucky, you end up lining up a 110 combination if he makes a bad hit. If you don't, you still play a good safe, and yeah, no, I don't like making this ball at all.
There's just no benefit here.
I completely agree.
Yeah, I just
And
he was
I mean,
trying to get the angle to.
now you've got the complete wrong angle to even try and go into the 3 or even into the balls to break the 3 out.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't understand this at all. I mean, it's now obviously a much harder safety, but I still think you have to duck here. You can't make this 2-ball.
But where do you duck now?
I don't know.
Yeah. He put himself in such a situation here that.
The only thing I can think of is maybe, I mean, not even necessarily duck, just leave Dave a shot that he's not going to be able to do anything with.
All right, so you shoot the 2 ball to bank it. You want to end up leaving the cue ball here. All right. You bank the 2 to try and get it there.
Yeah, I mean that's not bad at all, because even if
Yeah.
you don't get it there and
you
it
just follow.
comes out, as long as you control the cue ball,
Yeah.
even if the 2 doesn't get under cover, what's he got? He's got to cut where the cue ball's going away from the 3.
And the best part is, even if you don't get to where you're really safe, what is he going to do on the 3 ball?
Right.
Yeah. So
Well, he
let's
might,
see if.
depending on where you get him on the 3, he might be able to play safe. But
Look at that safe.
he's left a little piece of the 2, but
What are the best size for you? I don't want to. Did they come in sizes? I'm gonna have to turn that over to my cohort again. Like, I'm gonna play stupid here. I didn't know balls came in sizes. Well, not pool balls.
yeah, American pool balls are 2¼ inch. Because snooker, I both 2 1/8 and 2 1/16, I believe, depending. But American pool balls is just the one size.
Okay. This game may take a while. Longer than it already has. Well, he can actually get into the 3 here if he wanted to. They're just going to keep pushing this ball up and back the table.
Yeah, Dave missed a golden opportunity when he had Andrew on 2.
Yes.
Then Andrew missed a good opportunity after Dave fouled to put him on 2 when he elected to play the 1 ball instead of playing safe.
So the 2 ball is finally gone after 15 minutes in this game. And now he's just going to push to 3 underneath the 7. It's going to be a little bit of left on this ball, and he's going to come straight across table. If he tries to do anything more than that, he's just trying too hard. Yeah, there's no reason.
No, but it worked out really well.
It did.
And now, obviously, this all depends on what Andrew does here, if Andrew moves balls, but that 3 will go by the 7. Now, if he were to get ball in hand, he can pocket the 3 and draw back out for the 4 in the top side from this point of view.
That's a small window to try and get in.
That is very small.
And he got in there.
He did. I mean, still left a shot, though, unfortunately for him. It was a great hit, but he...
Very, very good.
As we've seen, Dave is pretty good at cutting these balls down the rail.
Well,
Although this is a bit of a stretch for him.
He's playing the 10
Oh, he's
ball.
playing the 10.
Yeah.
That surprises me a little. I wonder if that was because of how much of a stretch that was.
Yeah. Because he would have to be on the other side of the table, leaning all the way across and cutting the ball frozen on the rail from that close. I personally have no problem doing it. I mean, I'll miss that ball all day. It's fine. But I think he's like, if I have a chance to end this game now. From how that 6-10 looks like. What the hell? What is he doing? Did he call the 10?
I don't know if he called the 10 or he must have.
Yeah.
If he was playing the 3 in the side, there's no way he plays the cue ball like that, because that's obviously awful position on the 4.
Yeah.
And I don't know about you, but I'm giving this shot back.
He gave it back.
As I don't like giving back balls often when you can see the entire ball, but
There are certain times where it's
length of the table frozen to the 6 ball jacked up. Yeah, you're getting this shot back. Oh man, I thought he made that.
Yeah. So now Dave's going to have really a 3 ball out here. Makes a 4, 5, and the 6-10 carom is.
Yeah,
so
as I say, the combo's not there, but that's a simple carom, especially if you get, as long as you don't get way down below the 7.
Even then, I think you're okay. As long as you don't get straight in on the 6. As long as you don't get behind the 8 or the 9.
Yeah.
Or straight in on the 6. The carom's not missable. But you do have to make the 5 and get on it, though.
Yes.
That is one of the weird rules of this game. You got to hit them in order. Oh, no. This might be one of those.
Yeah, this might be one of the few spots that I don't know. I don't know if you can get enough of that 6 ball to come into the 10.
I'm not watching it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's.
Hold on, if I look between the monitors here, I can get a.
That ball.
Yeah, no, that's.
You can't make it from this.
That's about the worst place.
Yeah.
He could have put the cue ball.
It looks like he's shooting straight into the 10.
I believe Loy called that a good hit, but I mean, it's
The scratch doesn't matter.
kind of a moot point at this point, but
Yeah.
I could be wrong too. With the headphones on, I might have misheard the voice. So.
No, I'm pretty sure he said good hit.
Okay.
It's just that I mean, he was there, so.
Yeah. All right, so Andrew with an opportunity to tie this match up.
I've actually seen a lot of tournaments and tournament directors when they have to go watch a hit now just use their phone and
Yeah.
slow it
Video
down.
it, yeah. Then you
And
can watch it in slow motion.
yeah,
Definitely helps.
yes. I like and don't like that. One, it takes a human element out of it, but the right call almost always gets made. Good shot.
Oh, nice shot. Thought he was going to catch the point there, not end up with good shape on the 9, but he came across nicely.
And we're going to go 5-5, most likely. It will be Dave to break.
Yeah.
We're going to keep it that way.
5-5. Dave breaking. Get a word from a couple more of our sponsors here.
You go right ahead. I'm going to get a word from my lunch sponsor.
Aramith, the signature of true Belgian-made quality. AZ Billiards, the A to Z of billiards online. Be More Detailing. We come to you with waterless shine. Brian's Q Repair. Brian is on site doing Q repair at Brews and Q's Mondays and Fridays, as well as during large tournaments. GMR Construction. We cover all your masonry needs. Gino Cunningham of Keller Williams Integrity, making dreams come true one home at a time. High Rock, we share your passion for billiards. Use code OTH17 at checkout to get free shipping on orders of at least $35. All right, looks like Andrew is back from his quick break. So Dave will be breaking here soon.
And how many ladies do we have in the field today?
Just one or two, I think.
Yeah, it was asked, any ladies playing in this one? Let's see.
There's definitely one.
Good break by Dave. Makes a couple balls. Has a good shot on the 1. And he can spin this to come up table and get shape on the 2.
Shoot the 2 in the top left from this point of view.
Yep.
Leroy Taylor, Chris Garrett, table 2. Leroy Taylor, Chris Garrett, come and get your scorecard.
All right, so he comes down the wrong end. If he's trying to play that 2-10 combo, it will go by the 3.
It will, but that's definitely not an easy combination.
No. I like taking these combos in 9-ball when you don't have to call anything.
Right, yeah, because you never know
you
what.
actually, well, you have a good chance of making the 7-ball with the 2.
Yeah,
Or you just do that and go on the hill.
great shot there by Dave.
Yeah.
So, as Josh said, Dave is now on the hill. Let's take another look at that, hopefully. Hey, all right, my replay is working today.
He hit it really, really good.
He did.
All right, now Andrew's got to come back and respond. I guess it could be classified as a break and run by Dave, right? He broke and ran till.
I don't consider that one, but
If you run, say, a 7-pack, and you do that in the middle of it, it's part of the 7-pack.
I agree. That, but to me, a 7-pack just to me means you won 7 games without giving up the table. It doesn't necessarily mean 7 break and runs. I personally, in rotation, feel that if there's still a ball left on the table, you didn't break and run. You just made an early money ball. But that's my opinion.
To me, it matters how many balls are left, which is why it just gets weird. Like right there, no, I wouldn't consider that a break and run. You made a 2-10 combo, but yes, you made 3 balls on the break. Now, if you're playing 9-ball and you make an 8-9 combo, all right, you broke and ran. Only 8 balls left. You're fine.
Nice shot there.
Dave's trying to close this out. Not going to be easy, but he looks like he does have the angle to where he can pump this 2-ball in the side and drift up. I'm trying to get even further than that.
Regardless of where he tries to get to, those some small windows to get into.
Very small.
Did he get there?
He got there.
He did. He did.
Comes out nicely. And I don't really see any issues here.
Now you want to make sure you get to the left side of this 5-ball so that you're going away from the 8 when you shoot it.
Yeah, you definitely don't want to run into the 8. You want to make the 4, though. And he got on the wrong side of the 8-5 anyway. He just wanted us to play more pool. Such a nice guy. He's like, you know what? Let's see how this works out. First match of the day, let's make it a hill thriller. Andrew's like, I'll see what I can do to help that. He's not going to be happy with this, but it's not horrible. It's not good. You can actually come out 3 rails here, and the angle should give you something on the 6.
Oof.
And he does. Now don't try and baby this ball. Don't try and just drift across one rail because you're going to overrun your line. I'm trying to actually go 3 rails, 1, 2, 3, and then go back out the other way. 1, 2, see if you baby it, you have a chance of getting stuck or jacked up over the 10. I don't like hitting that ball soft. I want to have the angle to where I'm closer to the rail, the top rail right now. On your screen, the top rail.
Yeah.
can just play a stop shot here. He can roll it forward, also see once. I hit this ball better when I'm able to jack up a little bit and just stop it. Some people roll these balls better. Like, you roll balls well. I do not. Now you can just stop this ball, and we can go hill-hill. Oh, no.
Oh, wow.
You could see he twisted his wrist right at the end. Oh, look at this leave. He just looked over at Dave like, you're lucky to be shooting, but my bad.
Wow.
He has put Dave in a really bad spot here. Sean, I'm actually, no, I can't say I used to come here. I've been here a couple times. I came here for like 2 months straight, and I like it. The owner is a lot of fun, and I started coming here actually because of Andrew 2 in Asia. Andrew 2 is a guy playing, and Asia is just a friend of ours, and they live in this area, and I had nothing to do, and I started hanging out with them. And there's also an iRock karaoke bar right next door, and we used to jam. When I say we, they used to jam, and I would just sit there like, hey, y'all sound good.
All right.
But no,
So
it is a very nice pool hall, though.
once again, Andrew with a good opportunity to even this matchup.
Yep.
Yeah, there it is. We are hill.
With
Will be Dave to break.
Right. And last time Dave broke, Andrew never shot. We'll just say
It was a short rack.
it was a very short rack. What do we got? 3, 6, 10 tables in here?
10 tables, yes.
Yep. And y'all can see most of them on the screen. If the 7 Billiards logo wasn't up there, you'd be. Oh, I guess you can see a little bit of the cloth up there.
Yeah, table 1's the only one you cannot see any piece of.
Yes. All right, I'm trying to figure out if they're going to be done this rack before Rick Miller shoots that ball. Because you know he's going to get back up and look at it one more time. I mean, he's already done it 3 times. Oh, no. I guess 4 times is the charm. I mean, the ball was hanging in the pocket, so. He is the most methodical individual I've ever met.
Yeah.
It's the easiest shot in the world. Oh, I got to look at it for 10 minutes.
He actually won a couple matches at the U.S. Open under a shot clock. I was kind of hoping that would make him realize he doesn't need to take that much time, but apparently not.
We have the pocket. We have the meats. I mean, that's all I could think of when you said we have the pockets. Boise, Idaho. Never been. I don't see a reason to ever go. I mean, it's Idaho.
Hey.
I have enough potatoes here. Oh, is this the first jump shot we've seen?
It is.
Jump safe, huh? Strong. Ah, it leaked out.
It was just a little too hard.
Yeah, Sean, we've been very lucky at the. Thanks for the 10 grand you lost to me last year. Oh, all right. Y'all must be friends. Being able to stream and hold tournaments in this area is pretty lucky for us. So between here, Brews, Chop Tank, I mean, all of them are top-notch diamond tables. All of them are taken care of well, and all of them, the owners care about pool. So if something goes wrong, it'll be fixed right away. See, I don't think it's fair to say Idaho sucks.
Oh, strong safety there.
Yeah, I wouldn't want to get on the 3 from there anyway. I couldn't. I don't think you can see the 2. Man, I can't even pronounce your name. Strix Nebulosa? Hey, where are you from?
He's
Is
from
it
Idaho.
in?
That's why he thinks it sucks.
I was going to say, are you inside or outside the Milky Way? Oh, he hit that ball good, too.
Nice
That was-
try.
And he had to hit it soft to be able to
Yeah.
stay down for the 2, but he wanted to hit it just hard enough to come off the rail to get on the 3, run out, and make Andrew hate his life. So instead, Andrew is going to have ball in hand. This is not the easiest of racks to navigate.
No.
Steve for peace. My name is Josh. Above average, mediocre player. More of a comedian on the side. So how are you today?
I'm guessing that is Steve of our new sponsor, Peace Law.
Oh, yeah, probably. That makes sense. Steve for peace. Well, thank you for your sponsorship. That is not true. I saw both of them make 4 balls at one point in this rack. In this rack, yeah, that's impressive. No, in this set. They both made more than 4 balls, and there's still 8 on the table. Yeah, see, I don't really handle any communications or pretty much anything other than talking into a mic while people are playing. So I have a very easy job.
And once again, just a reminder, we'll be having Matt Craw and Scott Haas as soon as this match is over.
And I'm looking forward to that.
Yes.
I've started to give Matt more and more credit in the last 6 months to 2 years, I'll say, and I always have a tremendous amount of respect for Scott Haas's game. So that's definitely a match that I'm looking forward to. And Rick Miller is still on the next ball up there. Well, I look forward to meeting you. Oh no, he didn't. He had an angle too. That's a new cloth
Yeah.
slide.
Yes.
But even with that, Dave's looking at the table. It looks like he's chewing on a Snickers, but he's not. I don't really know what he was doing over there. I can't stand guys like that. Dave got up from his chair, and as soon as he got up, there the guy that was standing behind him now leaning over his chair. Get off the chair. It's not your chair. The 8-9, the 8-10 makes this a lot of fun.
Checking to see if they lined up to the side, but it doesn't look like they do.
That's a weird way to do this. If you like following balls better, more power to you. You can make that 8-10 combo on the side.
Yeah, but it's not lined up.
No, you need to do some work. It's just gonna be a lot easier to play the 5, 6 past the 8-10, and then when you play the 7, you want to get really close to the side rail. That way you can bank the 8 ball out and freeze the cue ball to the 10. He's doing all this to set up a safe, which I'm fine with as long as you have a plan.
This is the 6 ball, and he breaks the 8-10 up, but does the 7 pass by the 9? I think so.
From that angle, yes. I'm not going to look down the table because it's the same view. We've already figured that out, but I'm still going to do it. Actually, it really does look like it goes. "1986, where are you from?" Oh, he plays safe. Didn't like the run out. And he got on the right side of the 7 if he didn't like the 7 going in the other pocket. Yeah, he goes for the shot, and he goes for the win. He ends up banking in the 8, so if Andrew doesn't like the shot, he's able to give this back. There's no chance ever that anybody is giving this back. I don't care what the score is. But not only do you have a shot on the 6, you actually have the shot with the angle to easily get on the 7 in the other corner. The only difference is these guys are like an average of 5 foot tall. So it's a little bit hard to stretch across the table. If you think the picture quality is bad, then what you need to do is go into your settings on YouTube. It probably has it under 480p. And fix that. That happens a lot. The standard streaming definition for most... Oh, and he lines up the 7-10 combo. Jim, are you just hearing the skincare? I mean, do you want to know what it is? I mean, I can ask him afterwards. I can ask him to sit in here like, hey, do you use the blood of unborn children for your face? I mean, I don't know. I can ask him.
All right, it's a 7-10 combo here for Andrew to take this match down.
Oh, wow. He messes up the 9-10. But it's going to be an easy breakout for Dave.
Oh, I was going to say, not even break. Can he spin it enough to get up to come up the right side of them? Because I believe that 9 goes in the left corner.
Oh, I'm not trying to spin that ball at all. I'm going to come right into the left quarter of the 10 ball. And I'm going to come into there with a little bit of speed. Because if I try and spin this ball, I'm going to spin it too much and I'm going to be all the way up table. And then I'm going to have to like 4-rail the 10 or something. No, actually, both these guys are 7s in APA. I believe Andrew's a 7-7 and Dave's a 7-9. I believe. I know for Dave, I'm 100% correct. For Andrew, I'm not 100%. How would you like to have this shot for Hill Hill? I mean, you've played great all match, so obviously your confidence isn't an issue. Hit this too.
Oh, he hit that great.
He did.
Got the little bump on the 10 ball to make it a little easier. So it looks like Dave's going to take this down.
And he gets to meet me in the second round.
I think he's already met you.
Yep.
All right, so Dave wins it, and we will be back in just a minute with Matt Craw and Scott Haas.